I was welcoming everyone and thanking everyone for joining us today. And for those who don't know me yet, my name is Carol and I am the founder of Parentally. And we are a digital platform that helps new and future parents find all the extra care and support that they may need during pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, and also their first years of parenthood. And we are also actually on a mission to shine a light on all the different professionals and services that are available to support parents during this special phase of their lives.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to have our guest and expert today, Delphine Ricciuti. And actually, Delphine has been one of the very first members of Parentally, so I'm very happy that you can join us today. And we are going to talk about Sophrology, which I was saying, I think we are quite familiar with in France, but I have the feeling that here in the Netherlands, it's a bit lesser known. So I think it's a great opportunity to talk about this today. But before we get started, would you like maybe to start with an introduction to tell us who you are and what you do?
Yes, of course. Thanks. So I'm Delphine. I'm a mother of two boys who were born here in Amsterdam, and I work as a sophrologist. I'm a certified sophrologist in Amsterdam. I started practicing sophrology for myself, of course, and then back in Paris, then I decided to, change my career from teaching to becoming a sophrologist, which is not, it's a form of teaching also to a different kind of audience, but still it's conveying something for the well-being of other people. I'm specialized especially in the perinatal period, so everything that goes from conception to postpartum, included birth, labor, pregnancy, labor, birth, and postpartum. So that's one of my specialties. And I also deal with stress management, anxiety, panic attacks, everything that is burnout, everything that is related to stress management, sleeping disorders, and also depression. Everything in that sphere is linked. And also children, sophrology for children. Yes. So that's in continuity with, working with mothers, but also later on their children if they need to. Yeah.
Super interesting. Thank you very much for this introduction. I'm very eager to learn more about sophrology because I don't know much. But maybe let's start with the basics. What is actually sophrology? Can you explain us how it works, what it is?
Sophrology is a self-development method that aims at bringing harmony between the body and the mind, to bring general well-being, to bring balance. When in life you need to get back to some kind of balance. It helps connecting the body and the mind together so that you can find this general well-being, and also you can become more aware of yourself, you can better know yourself, and you have better relationship with the others also, because sometimes when you're not well, dealing with others can be very complicated. So that's a discipline that combines the body and the mind, which is very interesting, because we work on both. Both are, we don't put one out, we just combine the work on both the body and the mind. And we can use it for a lot of different things. Maybe I will get back to that later. We use in sophrology, it's like a deep sleep relaxation technique. So the goal is to put you in the moment you are just before you fall asleep. You know, in that kind of relaxation state. So it's very important to get you relaxed physically first, to put you, to set you in this moment, in this time, in this phase when you're nearly asleep but not yet, to be able then to allow you to relax mentally, because we both work on physical relaxation but also mental relaxation. And mental relaxation cannot happen if you're not physically relaxed. So we work on breathing techniques first, to allow you to physically release your tensions. It can be combined with gentle movements or not, but we work on controlled breathing. The breathing has to be controlled first.
Is it something a bit similar to breath work? Is it
for some techniques?
Different?
Yes. There are some techniques that are similar to breathing techniques we use at yoga, for example. Yes, so yeah, we use these kind of techniques, but some techniques can be combined with gentle movements to help the body relax actually more quickly, more efficiently, and more deeply. So that's very important to start with the breathing. After that, because the aim is for you to feel relaxed, to let go of your tensions, to let go of your stress if you're stressed, and to be able then to enter into the phase when you're going to relax mentally. So we use, apart from the breathing techniques, the relaxation techniques, because we use a lot of different relaxation techniques, of course. Then we use visualization techniques and meditation techniques. So the visualization techniques actually helps you reinforce your positive images, you know, your own images, your positive resources that you have, to either bring back a state of calm, a state of well-being, or we can also use it to deal with a particular issue. For example, if you're pregnant and you're you know, you're scared about labor, you know, you're stressed about labor, then we're going to make you contact positive and pleasant images, to let you first be in touch with these personal images that you can use during labor, and that will actually disconnect your mind from, not totally, but kind of disconnect your mind from the pain you're feeling during labor, but also, you know, the stress you can feel from others, from the dad, or from the place you are, you know, if you're in the hospital, for example. So basically, it's being able for you to use these resources to feel better about a specific situation. So it depends, you know, it depends what your demand is to start with, why you come to see me, but yeah, it's for you to be able to open your consciousness to other possibilities. For example, if there is in case of panic attacks, you know, if somebody has stress issues, is very stressed, and some situations are very stressful, and this person actually has panic attacks, then for this person to be able to project himself into these images, these pleasant and positive images, will calm both the body and the mind, so the panic attacks actually don't happen, you know. So that is an example. But we use first the body relaxation, physical relaxation, and then depending on what you're here for, then we adapt the techniques, the visualization and meditation techniques to your case. Yeah. Again, sophrology can, as I said, be very effective to help with stress, anxiety, panic attacks, sleeping disorders, everything that deals with being a parent from conception to actually being a parent. We can use it to prepare you for a specific event. If you dread an event, for example, you have a job interview or you have a sports competition or you have to speak in public, then we can prepare you for that. It helps with chronic pain. For example, fibromyalgia, for example, or also the pain that cancer patients have or feel from chemo, or any kind of, chronic pain, back pain, any kind of pain you have, then it can help you dealing with this pain. It helps with a lot of different things, like also phobia. Some people are very phobic of, I don't know, public transports or being in a closed environment, or being around people. It helps actually healing and dealing with this phobia. So in the end, you can actually be in the middle of a crowd. You can be in a public transport. You can be where you were very scared to be. So that's it's a very powerful discipline, powerful methods that can do a lot of different things.
Yeah. It sounds amazing. I have so many questions.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
Maybe a practical one. So during a sophrology session, is it like you are going to learn a method and that you can maybe then later on use yourself on your own? Or
yes, yes, exactly. It's like it's also like a pedagogy of life. So my goal is to give you the tools that then you're going to use yourself at home, and to be able to assimilate and integrate these techniques. It's very important to practice at home. And if actually this practice becomes a routine, then in the end you don't need me anymore, you know, or at some point if you need to see me again, then, of course I'm happy to help. But the purpose is for you to be autonomous in the practice of sophrology. So, so I'm here to for example, if I set up a program of 6 or 7 sessions, then at the end of the 7 sessions, you're supposed to be able to practice the techniques by yourself.
And would you say it's accessible to everyone? Like everyone can use sophrology, and does it work actually on everyone, or do you have to have this specific mindset or to be open to this kind of therapy?
So it's accessible to everyone, even children from the age of, I'd say, 4 or 5. It depends on the maturity of the child, of course, but I'd say from 5 to the day you die. Actually, you can actually you can practice it all along. And it's also accessible to teenagers and adults and seniors, and and it's very I'd say it's very effective. It's very effective on a lot of people. I would say that even the most resistant people can end up being sensitive to it, and can end up opening themselves to it. So when I'm talking about resistant, it's bodily resistant and mentally resistant, because some people have a lot of difficulties letting go and relaxing physically. So these people, even these people, can in the end, session after session, find the benefits of sophrology, and they can feel the effects of sophrology. So it's a very powerful method, as I said. Yeah.
How many sessions would you say it would take to learn about sophrology and be able to use it? What's the average duration of I don't know how to say it, maybe not a treatment, therapy? I don't know which word to use it exactly.
Yeah. Well, it can turn into a kind of therapy, actually, depending on your problematic. But I'd say, depending on your state and also your mindset when you come to see me, I would say it takes an average of 6 to 7 sessions to be sure that you have the background that you need to take care of yourself by yourself. If you need more, then we do more sessions, but we can have a session every 3 weeks, every month, or so it depends on your progress also, and on the way you manage to assimilate the techniques. Because some people actually some people have, because they're busy with work, kids, home, and they don't find the time to even practice at home a little bit, even for 5 minutes. So, and they feel that, and in the session they tell me, I'm a bad student because I don't find the time, even 5 minutes, to do it at home. So it's very important to keep in mind that the more you train, it's like a sport, it's like an athlete, the more you train and the more you're going to integrate the techniques and also feel the effects, the impact of the techniques on yourself. And the most you train and the better at it you become. So it's like an athlete that would start a training and then that would achieve his goal in the end. So that's very very important to keep in mind. But again, when somebody comes to see me, the work and the program I plan with this person is personalized, is customized. So it depends on the case also. Yeah.
I see. Does it really work?
Yes, it does. It does.
My question: have there been any studies about sophrology and its efficiency?
Yes, well, the efficiency, you can actually, you don't need a study to feel the efficiency, because there are physical signs that you feel that tells you that it works. For example, the only breathing exercises you can practice show you that it helps slowing down your heartbeat. It helps calming down your blood pressure, so these physical signs show you that you're entering the relaxation phase. So only that shows you that, it's actually harmless, it's reliable, and it's effective for that. There were studies amongst cancer patients from the Curie Institute, and they led a study to see what impact sophrology sessions had amongst cancer patients, among women, especially women. And they noticed that these women actually had less anxiety, less pain from the chemo treatment, and less insomnia, less sleeping disorders in general. So we see that even patients who are very stressed have benefits. They get benefits from practicing sophrology. Their anxiety slows down or decreases. Their panic attacks disappear, and there was a study actually recently showing that people practicing sophrology on a regular basis use average 30% less painkillers, for example.
Okay, amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, and they consult their GP far less than other people. So, you know, those kind of things show you that, yeah, this is reliable and it works. But you have to try
Yes.
because, you know, it's good to talk about it, but again, this is the kind of practice that you have to experience for yourself.
And this is something that, if I understand correctly, that you can keep on using for the rest of your life, can kind of become a way of life, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
okay.
It's like yoga. It's like, you know, it's like practicing yoga. It's like practicing meditation. If you practice meditation sometimes at home, you know, with apps or it becomes a part of your daily routine. And actually, once you start practicing for your own benefit, it's important to keep going. Of course, life, if life makes you stop at some point, then you know that you can get back to it. So it's it's a pedagogy of life also, and that's why I said that, you know, I'm a different kind of teacher now, because now I'm a practitioner, but I'm kind of teacher, you know. I'm a guide, and also it's important to keep in mind that sophrology, sophrologists only use their voice. They don't touch. That's because I have often people ask me if I use my hands or if I touch, like massage therapist. No, I don't. I just use my voice. Sometimes I'm gonna use music, but it depends on the case, you know. Sometimes I'm gonna use different stents also, depending on the person who comes to see me. But yeah, it's only the voice that actually lead the person to this state of relaxation.
I see. And do you think a session could be done online, or is it always face-to-face? Is preferable?
Face-to-face is actually better, because this is a method that is designed to be practiced physically. But if for some reason you can't be physically here, then online is possible. And I started online sessions during COVID, actually. So I had to. It was a real adjustment for me too. But it's better to do it face to face, definitely.
I see. And actually, I had one question about the safety of practicing sophrology, and which would lead me to my next question: how to use it during pregnancy and postpartum, and how it can actually help. Is it safe? And I would say yes.
Yes, it is. Yes. It is. It is safe. I would say the extreme case when it's not safe is when the person is psychotic. When the person has really strong mental health issues, then it's not safe. But it's the extreme case. Otherwise, it's very safe. Yeah.
It's good to know.
And yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna answer your next question about pregnancy. I used it during my two pregnancies, before my pregnancies, during my pregnancies, during labor, and after that, during postpartum, during breastfeeding. I mean, I used it, and I use it on a daily basis anyway. So during pregnancy, it helps with different things depending on the stage of your pregnancy. It helps in the first trimester. It helps with the physiological disorders like nausea, vomiting, tiredness, you know, also stress in general, you know, learning that you're pregnant and maybe it wasn't the right time or it was a big surprise. And yeah, but stress, letting go, feeling this state of calm again. And it helps with, yeah, this kind of physiological disorders that we have all in the first trimester. It helps in the second trimester with the connection to your baby, you know, when you start feeling the baby moving. It helps connecting with baby physically and mentally. It helps with the other disorders like back pain, when you have pain in your legs, when you have shortness of breath also in the third trimester, when you have like digestive disorders also, you know. So all these kind of disorders, it helps because you're going to connect with your physical sensations, and you're going to heal them through the breathing techniques, through the mental techniques, because you're going to use techniques that will help you put this pain apart. So you're not forgetting the pain, but you manage to like put it in a box for a while, and you feel it less. You feel it, yeah, or you don't feel it anymore sometimes, but you have to be good at it. And yeah, so after the third trimester, at the end of the trimester, it helps, of course, during labor. So we have to prepare that in advance, of course. It helps with the pain of the contractions. It helps dealing with the pain of the contractions. So a lot of women, when they are properly trained and when they've had a few sessions, they can avoid asking for painkillers or even the epidural if they manage to deal with their pain with sophrology throughout the sophrology techniques. But you have to be, you know, well prepared for that. Of course, if for some reason it happens that you need the epidural or any other kind of painkillers, then sophrology helps you be prepared for any kind of scenario during labor. You know, any kind of change in the scenario that you had thought about, so that the mental doesn't break. You know, it doesn't. You don't think, oh my God, it's not what I was willing to have. I was thinking about a different kind of birth for my baby, but this happens. You have to go with it. So it helps you let go of all the frustrations you could have, to be able to give birth in a confident way, positive way, and calm way. So that's how sophrology can help during pregnancy and labor. And after birth, once the baby is here, being a parent is, of course, a new adventure, big new adventure that is going to change a lot of things in your life, starting from, you know, going back home if you give birth at the hospital, and then being with the baby and taking care of this baby, of this little being that you're responsible for. So it helps first being able to get back in shape. You know, whether you've had a C-section or you've had a natural birth, it helps getting back in shape, finding energy and vitality again, so that you can take care of your baby properly. Because so many women you know, are not prepared for what happens next, that they feel lost. So and also with the hormones from the pregnancy decreasing, you know, after a few days, it can be very complicated to feel and to just also feel the connection connection with this baby, this new baby that you're learning to love in a different way, and and being able to also be in touch with your own sensations, like how do I feel that breastfeeding, for example, you realize that it doesn't work, or it doesn't work as you had imagined, because for so many reasons you can realize that it doesn't work, or I'm going to have to use the bottle and formula at some point, and feeling okay with that, not feeling guilty about that is also very, very complicated, because so many women idealize breastfeeding, that when it doesn't work, then they feel totally depressed about that, and guilty about that. So that's something that we can work on. And finally, being able to, as a woman, to be able to find your place in your role as a woman first, find your status of as a woman back, but also find comfortable in your role as a mother, in your role as a partner or wife, and later on as a professional when you go back to work. So it's a very complex process that needs time for the woman to adapt herself. So Sophrology is very useful for that too. So these are just a few examples, but
yes.
there are still a lot of things that we can do during postpartum.
Sounds really great. I just want to circle back to the pregnancy phase, and you were saying that Sophrology can be a great way to prepare for birth. If you want to use Sophrology for to prepare for birth, do you have to? Is it possible to have group sessions, for instance, or is it an individual treatment? I don't know which word to use.
It's, I wouldn't say treatment for pregnancy, because pregnancy is not a disease, or it's not it's natural phenomena. So I would say personal training or work, but treatment would be for in the context of therapy, so I try to set up group sessions for pregnant women, but in this case all the women have to be more or less in the same stage of their pregnancy, because otherwise it's too complicated. So what I do is most often is giving individual sessions to pregnant women. I've been doing that so far. If I manage to form a group with women at the same stage of their pregnancy, then yes, it's possible. And also because the group sessions with pregnant women to prepare for birth and for maternity also didn't happen, and I managed to create workshops, like group sessions, but in the form of workshops, because it's like a kind of introduction to what sophrology is and to what sophrology can bring to women who are pregnant, for them to be able to feel the benefits of sophrology when they're pregnant.
I think it's extremely interesting. I think I need sophrology in my life. So we're definitely gonna talk. But thank you very much, Delphine, for sharing about sophrology today. I think we learned a lot, and it was super interesting. To everyone who joined this live, thank you so much for watching. It has been recorded, so we're going to share it on the feed very soon. And of course, you can find Delphine on Parentally if you would like to learn more about sophrology or book a session with her. You can find her on Parentally, or you can also contact her directly on Instagram. We have to end this live, but thank you very much for joining. Thank you so much, Delphine, for coming here today. It was really super insightful, super helpful, and I was very happy to talk to you. So thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for having this live with me. And it was very, I was very happy to be able to, you know, talk about sophrology. And yes, of course, if, you know, anybody wants to try, then they're more than welcome to contact me throughout your platform, Parentally or directly. But thanks again, and I hope, it gave you the the envy to try, because that's something that you need to try. You need to practice and experience it.
Thank you everyone for all the details. I will put everything in the post when I repost this live, and also all the information about Delphine's workshop for pregnant women. But thank you everyone for watching, for joining us. Follow us on parentally.nl if you don't already, for more resources around pregnancy and birth and postpartum. Bye everyone.
Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.